Fierce though opens it up, takes down Genesis, Fault is there, and now they're going on the side of multiple rackups, 3 and 4.
There's Naruto though, so it's 2 versus 2. Dave pulls out his weapon at the last moment and flicks around. Spot one on his good opportunity to Frost to come in for the double kill and potentially the triple. Yes, he triples up.
So Euphoria. Ooh, an Ecstasy with a triple there. What a play. Can he get the ace? Ecstasy, what an ace.
Yo, what is going on, Critical Ops fans, and welcome to the Season 4 stream for the the Asian regions. I am Sudden Death, and Arde is joining me today. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. It's great to be back again. You know, it's been quite a while. You know, we've seen every other region unfold these past weeks, actually. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see what they will bring to us this weekend for Asia, of course, the best region at last. Jake, I guess you can do the honors of, talking about another, great event coming up. I guess Embers of
Indeed.
Victory Season 2.
Embers
So
of Victory Season 2. And that is starting here. May the 4th registration is.
yeah, talking about what happened last time. Of course, it's been a while, so I'll try to like catch up on a few people. So first of all, we had the last game we had. At least we casted both of us on for Asia was the match on the I think the last final tournaments, the last finals of the last grand finals of the final tournament, the second final tournament, and we had a lot of teams competing that game. Eventually, only Inc. Oh, I'm about to. Oh, never mind. Okay, so only Team Inc. and Xquadrant finalized in the grand finals. So the other ones were all, beaten as they progressed through the quarters, through the semifinals. And taking a look at the score last time, Inc. lost 5-13 against Xquadrant. Then Inc. won 13-12 against Xquadrant, and then Xquadrant won 12-6. So what you can kind of see is, kind of a huge comeback there from Team Inc. But they quickly got shut down again by Xquadrant in sort of a similar fashion, 5-13, 6-12, eventually turning, of course, in 6-13. Pretty close numbers in terms of like if you look at them from a visual perspective, just one round of a difference. So there's room for a comeback, but maybe they got to have that map advantage or something. So we have to really look out for that today in today's games. At least from what I know, we have two bow ones today planned. The first one between X Quadrant and Sector X. I guess we can go over what kind of maps they've actually maybe picked today, or I will actually go over the tournament progression first before we head over in that, so people are actually up to date how the tournament has progressed so far. So taking a look at the progression, we all I think most are similar with the first and the second main tournament. It's basically a lot of teams get qualified, max of 64, and the top 16 of those teams will advance. Those teams will have competitions between each other and move up to the grand finals. As they win these games, they will receive points, and based on those points, the top 4 of both tournaments, so 2 of one and 2 of the others, 2 out of the other will no, not 2 of the other, they will all collect points from both main tournaments, and the top 4 of those main tournaments will advance to the final tournament, actually having basically a huge face-off moving forward. So right now we have Team Inc. and I believe Elevate Asia on the other side, and we have X Quadrant and Sector X also playing against each other in today's matches. So let's take a look at the qualified teams so far, because there's a lot of teams that have qualified. Maybe a couple of you might get confused in there. We have, as you can see, Team Inc., Elevate, Sector X, X Quadrant, and a lot of other teams that also competed and got to the top 16. We have King's Revival, Fluency, Set to Destroy X, a lot of awesome teams. Thank you all, of course, for competing and being here with us and, shooting a shot. Maybe you'll get there, maybe you won't. And we've seen it happen with 4 teams, and maybe we'll see it next time with another, new 4, another couple 4 teams or something like that. Taking a look at the points, because there's some points that have received over time, and mainly taking a look at Sector X here, because wow, 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points, Team Inc. 9 points. That's a lot of points overall in general. We have Elevate, Xquadrant there as well. There's a reason that they're there, because they're in the top 4. We see the boys with 5. So, very close call there from Xquadrant, where you can see in terms of the round difference, they kind of got pushed through. So yeah, very close call there. Coming from Xquadrant, barely making it compared to the boys. We also have King's Revival, a lot of other teams that competed. Some even some got none, some got a couple, but they all reached those top 16s for a reason. But hey, talking about Sector X and Team Inc. and Elevate and X Quadrant, they all made it to the final tournament bracket. Here we can see Team Inc. and Elevate Asia, as I've said previously, in the first upper round. And then we have Xquadrant and Sector X also in the first upper round. And if they actually, the teams that will lose in the first upper brackets will go to the consolidation finals, or the consolidation, can't read probably, but the quarters and the semis, and then also have a chance at reaching those grand finals. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day, or just days. This whole weekend is going to be very exciting because we're going to see teams, going back up and down and maybe even reach those grand finals and get a win regardless after getting their initial loss. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Mainly taking a look at the teams in general, they have to compete for a reason. They're going to be competing for a reason. And the main reason that they're going to compete is for those awesome prizes that they get along the way. And maybe you want to do the honors, Jake, talking about
love to talk about the
what they
prizes.
will receive. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. And of course, the main tournaments are now over, so you can see the prizes which those teams already competed for up there on screen. I'm not going to read those off. But as for the finals tournament, what these teams are competing for this weekend is $2,000 in cash, a unique Circuit Season 4 championship skin, 5,000 credits, 20 event cases, and 20 premium cases. And the runners up there in second place are competing for $800 in cash, 4,000 credits, 15 event cases, and 15 premium cases. Third place will be $500 in cash, 3,000 credits, 10 event cases, and 10 premium cases. And as for the fourth place victor right there will be $200 in cash, 3,000 credits, and 10 premium cases. Now, speaking of that unique Season 4 circuit skin, here it is popping up on screen right now. We've seen it before, but it still looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it looks
Love
wonderful, especially that white line really making the other colors, pop out a bit more. I feel like both kind of go hand in hand. I think we've said this like a lot of on a lot of streams, right, Jake? Just mainly the white line, but also darker colors that kind of they kind of create this whole balance within the skin itself that make it just look outstanding. Today's match, Xquadrant and Sector X, I believe. Yeah, Xquadrant and Sector X being the first one. It's going to be a bow one, so honestly, let's just take a look at both teams before we get straight into the game, because Xquadrant and Sector X, they both have their own strengths and their own weaknesses. Mainly taking a look at Xquadrant, we have Ari here on the top with 78 kills, so that's a lot. We have rating 1.41. We also have Evenly, Evening, Nuclear, Reborn, Gapi. Just overall a very strong team. We've seen them succeed. They got Compact once last time against Team Inc., but they are still, ready to prevail. Moving over to the other team, Sector X, also a very strong team. We have Kuza, Quante, XCR, Cross. Those names are just still fluent in my mind, even after a month or two. Just overall very solid team with Democracy, Tenda. And there's a couple of ones that I haven't seen that often. Democracy being one of the main players that has been through most of these maps, and we can see Quante as well. Those names still stick in my head because they've been in more maps. Talking about maps, Jake, do you want to do the honors and taking a look at what kind of map we will actually see today? The first map we will see in the final tournament.
Yeah, definitely excited. Like you said last time we casted, we actually saw not so much of a common map, I guess is the proper way to say that, in Soar. So we'll see if they decide to play it safe today, or maybe they want to get a little adventurous. Ready to get in the ban here from Xquadrant, and Canals quickly followed up there by Sector X. Port being banned as well, and we should be getting the first pick right now. I take that back. Plaza is the second ban getting out of here. Soar out, nothing too adventurous.
Legacy as well. We see Bureau also getting taken down. Village. I was about to say, is Village going to pop through? But that's not going to be the case here. It's going to be Grounded being the decider of today's games. So it looks like all of them are going to be banned. And it's just going to be Grounded remaining here for this best of one. I don't know about this one, but we've seen Xquadrant be a very interesting team on Grounded. So I feel like this game is going to lean a bit towards Xquadrant, and we've seen what happens when a map leans a bit towards Xquadrant. They just can't be fought. I mean, we've seen last time with the final tournament. It was really kind of a very difficult battle for most, or at least a Team Inc. to actually shut down Xquadrant on other maps. So yeah, just in general, very excited to see what will unfold today.
Definitely. I think we're going to be hopping into that shortly here as the teams are almost ready to go. Definitely excited to see how that goes there on Grounded. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comments section down below. Who do you think will be taking this match today? I think we're almost ready to go.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sorry.
100%. I think they are. Before we actually get into it, a couple predictions. I mean, I've obviously done my bit before we got into to this point. But what do you think, Jake? Because I mainly think that Xquadrant is going to be leaning towards that victory on this map. At least they have that advantage. But what do you think?
No, I agree with you. I mean, I think you want to see some little, as always, just kind of the basics. Whoever's going to be getting the T side, whoever ends up winning or losing the knife round, needs to go ahead and get on that breach side and play a little more aggressively at the start. I think you usually see teams struggle a little bit on this map when they play a little more passively. They allow the coalition side to go ahead and get set up in their spots. Play a little quicker, use your utilities properly, and I think you can go ahead and get a little cushion rounds before you flip over. I think if whoever starts there on the breach side is able to do that, they will have a better chance at coming out victorious. So we'll see. I think we're about to hop in here to the knife round, and we'll be seeing which teams are starting on which side right now.
And wait, I'm a bit confused. They're all split up, or is there a reason for that? Or it looks like we actually got through the. Did we get through the knife round? I think we did. Well, it looks like we're starting off with the first round. Apparently, we haven't seen the knife round, but looks like we're gonna go straight into the actual pistol round. Reborn taking on Dinka, and a lot of them seem to be pushing towards that B side. You know, that target. Xquadrant knows how to play around it, mainly the B side, and it looks like Ari will be trying to go for a little bit of a backstab play. We can see Ari slowly moving from behind, returning here. Reborn and Nuclear, and they're not going to go for any players here. It looks like there's no one actually. Oh, I just noticed that. There's no one on the B side. Sector X, they're kind of like, they only lost one player, but they already lost a whole side. So a lot of them apparently believe, you know, the A side is going to be it, but that's not really the case here. Frista does take down Reborn here. No one of them is planning the bomb. That's a bit of a letdown. You kind of see Sector X slowly moving forward. Democracy even getting a tap here as well. Ari getting shot down. Xquadrant, they have the B side, but no one is planting the bomb because the bomb is dropped again. I mean, I guess they tried it again. Democracy shut him down fairly quickly, and just like that, Sector X, even though they lost one player near the B site and they had a pretty solid push, they still lost a lot of players in those duels, and Sector X really balancing things out against Xquadrant here.
2 versus 3. 18 seconds here left on the clock. Evan trying to stay up here, popping that deagle. Not able to connect any shots on it yet. 74 HP to his name, putting himself in a little bit of a difficult spot, and he's quickly going to get dropped there as he gets sandwiched. Sector X with the first point there on the board for their team, getting that cash advantage, as well as starting out here on the coalition side. They should be able to push that advantage that they have and put the next couple rounds on their side of the board.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've seen Sector X, at least from previous, before even the final tournament, we've seen them being pretty good at, you know, creating new scenarios. And Xquadrant, you know, even though this is a pretty strong map for them, starting off on the breach side might not be ideal for them. We've seen some awesome at least I've seen some awesome rotations from Xquadrant, mainly on the coalition side, but we'll have to see what exactly unfolds here. Mainly talking about Sector X and the way they were going to be playing on this eco round, and so far it's looking pretty good. Reborn does get one frag here, one cheeky little frag, and just another one will kind of balance things out here for Xquadrant. They kind of need like at least 2 frags to make an eco round count, and there we go. Reborn taking down Crust. Pretty solid frag there from Reborn, and we can see Frista slowly moving forward. He could get picked off here. No, he's not, because Evan Lee's looking the other direction, and Frista kind of going for a backstab here. We see Democracy also taking on Reborn, and the last player here, Scoppy, he was kind of stuck, so you had to move back to check if he's going to peek on him, but it looks like Kuzo will be taking him down as he tries to execute that. 2-0, and we're already in the 3rd round, and Sector X, you know, they have that strong start, but the question is, will they hold on to that?
No, that is definitely the question here, and we'll see. Full buys, or for the most part, coming in here for the side of Xquadrant. They're going to go ahead and put up a little fight here in round number 3 as they have pulled out all their assault rifles. It's definitely going to be looking like the one who's going to, oh, thought he was going to push that storage, but he decides to not do that and reset behind the counters here. Minute 30 here on the clock. Some altercation going on by the metal detector. Freista is going to pick out Nuclear there, getting the first kill for his team here on Sector X. 4-5 now on the body count board.
And we can see Democracy slowly moving forward near the smoke. And he's going to stick to that position. We see Kuza also holding out tight here near the smoke. Not able to find or spot any players here from Xquadrant. Copy. Area, Evanly, Reborn. They're all kind of like stuck in that position. We see one player, I don't know which one, but one holding, oh, he actually got shut down there. Democracy does get taken out. Frista taking out an area. Quick refrag here. Frista with another one. Frista going for the third, but he gets shut down. Evanly with the headshot. 3 versus 2, and Reborn and Evanly, they're very low. Xquadrant not looking great here. Pretty low. They do get one frag though, so that might balance things out. But Dinka revealing his location. They all know that there's going to be one player on this site. But look at that. Cross takes down Reborn and Evanly, just lining them all up. Absolutely beautiful.
That's what you get for not eating your crust right there. Sector X putting another point there on the board. Now 3-0 as we move into round number 4. They used that pistol round advantage they received, as well as starting out in that coalition side, and they have taken a nice little lead here. We'll see if round 4 results in a victory for them, or if Xquadrant is finally going to put a point here on the board. This is typically the point where you see that round 4, the team that's lost the previous 3 come in and get a round win. However, because they went for mostly full buy there in round number 3, you're having to play eco here and only deagles with 1 or 2 utilities. It will probably also result in another Sector X victory here this round. Eerie, the last player alive here, is going to double up with that deagle and make that a 3-piece. Maybe I spoke a little too soon here. He's one-tapping him like it's no problem. He's looking around to see if anybody's here inside of the hangar. He's going to pick up an AUG of his own. Checking these corners right now.
What is going on? Eri, he's about to get the ace. He just took down Crust with the AUG. He is low, but 4 players all getting shut down just like that with deagle. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate he's very low right now. Otherwise, I can see this ace happen. Because right now, he's in a bit of a tough spot.
Do you get a feeling like the ace is actually going to happen? He's got plenty of time here. You do have Dinka left. Full HP. You got 45 seconds, but plenty of time here. You can go ahead and grab this bomb. Or just go ahead and...
I think he kind of... No, he doesn't. Okay, he doesn't know that he threw... Like, sometimes you can kind of tell which way a nade or a flash or a smoke has been thrown.
Yeah, it was actually really perfectly placed.
Yeah. But you can kind of tell by the way it was dropping down. It was coming from storage, but I don't think Aaron knows that. I don't think he knows this. No,
yeah, the way he's playing, he really thinks the player is inside of hangar.
No, he's not though.
Oh no.
He picked up the bomb. Does Dinka know this? It's taking a lot of time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He has to plant. You can see Dinka. He's gonna go all the way around, or oh, he just realized it's the ace side, and he just takes down Eri like that. Very unfortunate here for Xquadrant. This could have been an ace, but nice try from Eri regardless. The triple with the deagle there, and also able to shut them all down. Just like, or at least almost all of them. 4 players, like, just
that's going on the highlight reel.
Yeah, it has to be on the highlight reel. Full 2-0 for Sector X, but Xquadrant, we can see that they have it in them. They just need to kind of properly execute their initial step towards the site, because they get at least 1 frag or 2, and then it suddenly falls apart, and then one player has to get 4 frags to maybe even get close to winning the round. So, yeah, I feel like at this point, it's all about the way that they're going to play on the breach side. If they play well, if they play one round well, it's going to look great. If they play it a bit, then it's already going to be a shutdown, because Sector X really have a pretty solid hold so far over these sides. Even if there's just one player on B, they can quickly rotate and actually pick them off near the B side. So yeah. Kuza with the AUG. He's not going to be able to spot anyone. Sector X already down on 2 players. This should be the advantage Xquadrant needs to win this round. Reborn even taking on Kuza. This has to be it. Xquadrant. The 5th round.
Momentum is definitely on their side here.
Yeah, it is, but they're still, like, I don't know if you can sense it, but they're still a bit slow. Like, normally you would be like, oh, 2 players, we could just run through. But they're still scared that there might be some player, in the corners hiding and maybe lining them all up. Which, to be fair, I can see where that's coming from. You're in the final tournament right now, so things are a bit more serious. Trust. Quickly getting shut down here by Eri. And just like that, Xquadrant finally able to get that round on the board. 4-1. And let's see how they will do as these rival rounds progress, because economically they're a little bit further in the game compared to Sector X. Xquadrant with the shotgun. And I'm assuming he's just going to move towards... Yeah, he's going to take a route. Yeah, no, he's not. He's actually going to go towards the A side with the shotgun. I was expecting maybe be long airy, shutting 2 players down. We can see Frista also getting popped off. Democracy finds 1. Reborn quickly shuts him down. And if Kuza can get at least 1 more frag, that would be nice. And he does take down Gapi. He's going to be saving that weapon, I'm assuming. Or he's going to try and maybe get a clutch.
I think you got to go for the clutch at this point. It's 1 minute 17 seconds left. There's a little too much time on the clock.
I mean, the bomb is getting planted. He does. Oh, he can't find. If he found Reborn, then that would have been awesome. I don't know if it's Reborn. I think it's Reborn. Oh, there we go. Evanly taking down Kuza.
Round number 7 about to start here. Xquadrant beginning to go ahead and trying to tie up that scoreboard here. Gape looks like he's just going to be stuck on... Oh, nope, he's able to pull out a weapon right there. Lucky he was me just playing with a P250 for a moment.
Reborn for a little pick there. Or at least he's not going to be able to find anyone, but he's kind of looking for one. Kuza again with the shotgun. He seems to be confident, actually. Gapi might get caught here. He's not going to expect someone pushing with a shotgun, and he definitely is not. Kuza gets hit hard, but he still is able to shut down Gapi there with the shotgun. And a great start here from Sector X, able to pick off Gapi just like that. If Gapi took down Kuza there, and maybe another player, then it would have been it. It would have lost 2 players there. That would maybe take some players to rotate, but no, that's not going to happen. Dinka taking on Airy. We see Reborn trying to make something count, and he actually kind of gets spotted. He kind of messed it up for himself there. Giving away his location also to Dinka. Evanly, the last player standing. I don't think he's going to be able to do much here. He's also looking towards the tower as Frista was on top of the truck. Taking on Evanly, 5-2. And Xquadrant, they were doing pretty well, but Sector X still is showing some sort of dominance here on the coalition side.
Yeah, I think it's time for a little pace change here for Xquadrant. They need to do something a little differently. They're kind of just in the exact same slow march towards the A or B site. You need to go ahead and do something a little bit different. Try to get Sector X off their toes. Even if it results in a round loss, just switch up the momentum. And it seems like that's what they're going to be doing here. They're moving it pretty quickly. Evan finally not getting flashed, and Kuza is going to ultimately drop him, but not before he was able to do a little bit of damage to Kuza. Democracy in the kill feed as well, but Nuclear is going to finish him off here. Democracy popping around the corner, doubling up with that SG in hand. He's down to 23 HP, but we'll see if he has anything else to say to this player. About to pop around the corner here. Fortune Frame, he's going to caught in the backstab there, and bomb being planted now here on this A site, and the roles now reversing in this 3 versus 2.
Get that beautiful headshot there by Dinka. Moving towards the site. Xquadrant, they had the site in their hands, but the retake is too strong. Gapi did not expect Frista there. Very well aligned flick, but not enough to get Frista taken down. As Sector X, they're going to get another round here. Just like that. 6-2.
Yes, it resulted in a round loss, but I think that was good in just switching up the pace.
Yeah, that's true. And I also feel like, you know, kind of starting to realize the pattern in Sector X could give Xquadrant a bit of an advantage. I mean, again, I don't know what's going to happen when they switch sides, because right now they're on the coalition side. Maybe it's going to be a lot worse, or even a lot better on the breach side. We'll have to see.
Well, as you and I have both seen so many times, the team who starts out here on the breach side, they can be down 10-8 or 10-2. And then you go into the flip and they make the comeback and end up winning. There's something about the coalition side here on Grounded that you have to be really, really careful about.
Yeah, 100%. I'm mainly looking at, I mean, Frista already getting taken out again. Sector X, you know, this is what Xquadrant is looking for. You know, those early picks, they're very crucial. I mean, they are in general crucial. But for Xquadrant even more, like I feel like every single time they've gotten at least 1 or 2 picks, they get these rounds. Like the 2 rounds they've won so far, it's mainly those 2 early picks. Boom, they come through. Like that ace was pretty close. It still is kind of insane how close things can get. But in general, Sector X still able to, you know, of course, end it off. You know that we saw them. I think the last player that was remaining on that, I don't know who it was, but very low, kind of low enough to be shut down very easily. As we see Reborn pushing up, taking out Democracy, Reborn himself being low, and then taking out Crust, and they do take down a couple players here and there, and if they can balance these things out and make sure that they don't die in the process, look at that beautiful area taking on Kuza. Every single time we see a different player, you know, moving forward. Now we say Evanly. Evanly was a little bit low, so Dinka is quickly going to be able to shut him down, not giving him time to respond. Nuclear is going to take down Dinka, though. 6-3, Xquadrant 3 rounds away from actually getting it neck to neck, so...
Definitely possible here. I mean, if Xquadrant, like you said, I think there's been some very good gunfights from Xquadrant, some very good gunplay from them. I know the scoreboard doesn't necessarily show it right now, as they're still down by 3. Or it was previously just 4 about 20 seconds ago, but there's been some really good gunplay by them thus far, and I think they're just like, this breach side's a little difficult on grounded, especially versus a good team like Sector X. Again, we've seen that flip come in all the time on this map. The Tino started out on the breach side, all of a sudden flips on over to that band of blue, and the scoreboard totally changes. We'll see that's going to be the case here, though. Round number 10 should see some action just about to start. Democracy slowly creeping up here towards storage. Fires a couple warning shots in there. Now we're switching over to Dinka. Dinka, unknown to him, is perfectly lined up with that player back there.
We can see Dinka throwing the flash. Not doing much with that. He's just going to stick to this position. We see another smoke also coming down on B long. And Aries just going to shoot through, trying to get like a pre-fire kill or something. But Dinka, he's not going to show himself. Overall, very silent round. We do see Airy going for the aggressive move and quickly going back, making the right call, in my opinion. But could have, of course, ended differently. There was a huge smoke. You can see Airy, you know, pre-firing a lot has costed a lot of bullets. Dinka taking down Evanly. Xquadrant, not a great start early on. Cross gets taken out, and there we go. Airy finding Dinka. This is beautiful. Airy really helping them out, but Frista gets the nade on Airy. So able to refrag him there was very crucial as well. Coming from Sector X. Ooh, Frista with the sniper, taking out Nuclear.
Just before that flashbang hit him. Did you see? I mean, he pulled that trigger right before that flashbang went off. Fantastic timing.
The timing was perfect for him. I mean, he could have gotten more if that flash didn't hit him, but again, him taking out one player direct here. See Reborn taking out Frista. Reborn also getting taken out. Some small refrag there. Democracy. Oh, Goppy giving away his location. This is not what you want to do in a situation like this. Guza taking down Goppy. And just because I see this happen a lot more often recently. I don't know why, but it's, you see someone, and even though you like he's like quick peek, he's not like quick peeking you, so he doesn't see you. He's just moving forward and back.
Jiggle back and forth.
Yeah, and you're gonna shoot, but you're gonna miss unless you have a faster response time than an actual human. Like he's gonna move there and move back in like 0.2, like very fast. If he does it properly, of course, he's gonna do it very fast. It's gonna be very hard to hit unless you have maybe a sniper. You can maybe barely like hit like 1 pixel there, or but yeah, I feel like taking the shot is kind of a bad call because it's gonna give away your location, and then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so he is there, and then they just jump on you, and you have to like line them up or something. Otherwise, you're kind of done for.
Yeah, you're definitely putting yourself in a difficult spot. It's kind of like that, the FOMO playing on your emotions. You're in a finals. It happens. You know, I think that's really what it is. You're got some nerves playing up. Who's about to have an altercation with Evanly. Evanly ultimately going to win that gunfight out versus him. Just had the better crosshair placement. Democracy coming through. Make that a 1 versus 2 now. That bomb should be planted here. Crust, the last player left alive. Let's see what he can do. 21 HP to his name. Definitely going to be difficult. He only needs a small bite taken out of him to go ahead and get discarded, and that's what it is. Goppy's going to take a little nibble, and there's another point on the board there for Xquadrant, cutting Sector X's lead to 3. If you're able to go into the flip only down by 2 on the Xquadrant side, and you're going to be starting on the flip, of course, on the Coalition side, I think you have to be very, very happy with yourself. I mean, even if you go into the flip just down by 4 here, I think you got to be pretty happy with yourself too, but obviously,
well,
first scenario would be better.
If they get the pistol round, they're already neck to neck. And the rifle rounds, we can see Xquadrant's performing pretty well. But I feel like their early picks, they have a hard time getting those early picks on the right side. Sometimes if it works, it's awesome. Like for example, right now it's not really working out in their favor. Ku's already getting 2 frags. It's already that momentum is already not on their side. It's not moving with them. Born completely alone, they're kind of getting overwhelmed. So kind of putting themselves into that spot, not a lot of map control to work with. Evanly being the last player remaining. He throws the smoke. He tries to, you know, kind of take away some time in Democracy. You can see he's pushing up, takes the shotgun out. And he's confident. He takes him down. Full to 8. If they get the pistol round, they get 5 and maybe eco 6. Get the third 7. So still behind. But if they get that first, if they lose the pistol round, it's going to be very bad. If they win the pistol round, it's going to be possible.
Agreed. Yeah, this next round here is going to be very, very important for Xquadrant. You're going to need to win this. You want to get that pistol round under your belt. Go ahead and get that cash investment open to your account. So you go ahead and stack on, because typically if you win that pistol round, you win the next 2. If they're able to do that, they've cut the lead Sector X has only down to 1, and that'll be huge for them. But like you said, if Sector X is able to win this, and they do seem to have more experience with the pistols, it's going to be very, very difficult for Xquadrant to come back. Evanly going to be able to tag a player back there in storage with the deagle, but he's going to get out of there before he finally gets dropped. So Reborn sitting over here right by his B site, and unknown to him, he's about to have 2 players push out on top of him. Freistig made the first to open it up, putting it down nuclear there. That's definitely not good here for Xquadrant. Oh, Reborn finding Democracy. It looks like he's trying to go for one more.
Evanly, the nade. Look at how low they are. Frista and Kuza barely alive with the revolver and the deagle. It's looking awful. Sector X was looking so strong. And it's so funny because both rounds were lost by players trying to push the B side early on instead of the A side. It's kind of funny if you look at it. Because normally you would expect, all right, they have to all rotate from A. But because they don't have assault rivals early on, you have pistols. I mean, maybe the XD if you want to count that in. But all right. It's still very difficult to play against that. You're going to get shot from a distance. From tower and from the truck near the tower, just blazing you down near B long. There's no way for you to do the same back. Like it's just unless you buy unless you double nade it perfectly. But I doubt that. So again, Xquadrant kind of doing the same thing Sector X did to them. So yeah.
Winning that pistol round, they got that cash here. Let's see if they can continue to push that advantage that they have here. Freista teasing them just a little bit with that deagle. Gonna back out of there with only minor damage having been done to him. Minute 15 here on the clock. Xquadrant likes the spot there, and oh, that is a mean little deagle shot right there. Gonna force that player Evanly to back on up. Evanly gonna make Democracy pay for those. He tries to pop out of connectors.
But he's low
now everybody's just slowed down. Very low now, yes.
I don't know why he's not switching up positions to maybe. I mean, he's already on A side, so it's kind of like the most safe position. Because at the same time, I mean, they're not really checking A. I mean, you have not like A mid. Like they already have map control over A mid, so he could just pop through connector and still have one shot and down. But I feel like with most of the guns that they're using, it's already a 2-shot anyway, so it doesn't really matter how much HP he has if it's going to be like below a certain threshold to be a 1-shot. I mean, they wouldn't remember which one is which, so we see Gapi Reborn taking on Dinka. Frista's really trying to take down Gapi or do whatever. Gapi again taking the shot. I guess it's just Gapi, man. He's just really like quickly wants to take him down in that short moment. It's a good thing to have, a good thing in general to have. Like I don't think it's a bad. I don't know how to say this actually, but I don't know. It's like it could be bad in certain scenarios, but in certain scenarios it could be really good. So honestly, I don't know if I kind of look at it from a different perspective. But it really depends, and I feel like switching between those two mindsets is also very, very difficult. I mean, if you're an aggressive player or you're made to be kind of aggressive in certain scenarios, then I mean this is just a no-go. So yeah, I don't think there's much you can do about it, but you can train it if you want, I guess. Ooh, Dinka. In a very bad spot there. Ari kind of had control over, and Evanly as well. They're all pushing through the smoke, but unable to cover. Kuza is unable to cover him in time. Evanly takes one player, but he does get the refract cross. Also able to leave on one player, and this might be it for Sector X. No, oh, yes, Gapi. Oh, barely 4 HP. Oh, how could this be so close? If he just pointed his crosshair a bit more towards the body or a bit more towards the head, this could have been it. But it looks like it's going to be a 6-9. Sector X barely stepping out of that one.
We're taking their lead back to 3, though. Stopping that snowball Xquadrant was trying to build up.
I guess they have to maybe be outside to get that snowball running.
Yeah, definitely helps. Mom doesn't appreciate the snowball being brought in the house, at least. I'm sure the management doesn't either over here at the airport. 1 minute 30 left here on the clock. Freista wants to just do a little teasing right there inside of storage. Reborn's going to find one, get out of there before That other player pops around the corner. He responds with a flash of his own. Barely gets tagged there. Yeah,
Very smart,
smart.
Rubberborn. He's a bit aggressive now. I don't know about this one, but I mean, if I was 16 and I know my entire team was like full HP, I would just be like, all right, I'm gonna take like the safest spot, but still useful spot. Like there we go. For example, the truck. Like chances of you getting hit by the truck, like they have to be very accurate or actually have a sniper. None of these players have actually. I don't know. We've only seen one time, which was Frista, I think, and that's it. I haven't seen anyone buy snipers after that.
Yeah,
So it's kind of interesting because you would expect like maybe on Belong or B mid, just a lot of places on Bureau or on Grounded that you can really utilize the sniper. Even though there's a lot of close quarters, you also have a lot of range situations. You want to help your team push. For example, near A, you want to have that long corridor kind of backed up. Maybe there's a couple smokes in the way, but in general, you're going to try to do your best as a sniper. Ooh, Evan Lee in the corner. There we go. That pre-fire there, beautiful. Really expecting that other player knew that there was a flash coming and that there was a teammate, really listening to those audio cues and kind of being aware of your situation, getting that double there, 7-9. And yeah, I'm just excited. Look at this, Xquadrant popping through, getting back into the game, but Sector X still a very strong team. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed by their performance so far on Grounded. I really expected Xquadrant to have that advantage. It's their map. At least it's their map. From what I know, this is the map they perform very well on. And just to see that being played here, Sector X still performing, so far they're performing better than Xquadrant, so, hats off.
Copy. Doubling up with the SA-58 in hand. Freista gonna eliminate him, but not before he was able to do some decent damage to his team. Nuclear sitting here on top of the bomb site, 40 HP to his name. Get himself a little bit of false cover there on his left-hand side. Throws out a frag grenade, see if he can find those players. I don't think he did any damage to them.
No.
But it was enough to do.
He didn't hit anyone with the nades, but Crust gets a knife and every. What's going on? And there we go. Reborn quickly takes down Crust. Barely. Oh, what even happened? I don't know what that was from Crust, but interesting performance there from Xquadrant. Really taking those risks for economical reasons, obviously. Totally not for any other reasons apart from the economical benefit of a knife kill. Did you see that, Jake?
I did. I saw him come through and smack him right across the face right there. I think it caught him off guard for sure. 8-9 though. Xquadrant has cut the lead. Sector X has only down to 1 now. They're looking to try to tie it up. There's that sniper rifle we were talking about just a couple rounds ago. Kuza having pulled that out, finding a player down there in B long. Everybody slowing down, trying to figure out where these players are located, taking their time, see if they can find any audio cues, any footsteps, maybe a pebble being kicked across the floor. Reborn slowly moving here into concessions. Airy finds one, realizes there are a couple more back here. Look at him just moving back and forth in between that flight departure board. Flashbang going out, that's going to go off. Unfortunately for him though, Crust is going to be able to avoid it and get around the board there and put him down. 2 versus 3 here. The man advantage is going over here to Xquadrant. Reborn finding Crust. Freista, the last player left alive here, is no match for Evan Lee. Xquadrant has tied it up now 9-9. There's something about flipping over to that coalition side here on this map. It's like you become a whole new team. Tied up here, and Xquadrant looks like they're going to be trying to take the lead for the first time here in this map.
9-9. It's neck to neck, so it's not a lead. Officially, but
oh no, I'm saying for the first time in the map after this one.
Yeah. If they manage to win it though, because we can see Kuza with a sniper, so they're gonna utilize those range situations. Maybe they have listens. Maybe they were like, oh, we actually have the money. We could maybe give it a shot. We haven't tried it yet. Something like that. Copy. Oh my God. Oh, that was horrible timing. I've never seen someone like that feeling when you're running and there's like 3 players behind you. Goppy didn't have that feeling, but we all did watching that.
Yes.
Oh, that was awful. I don't want to experience that again. Dinka Frista taking 2 other players down, and just like that, Xquadrant quickly getting burst down. I feel like Goppy leaving his position there really left them exposed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think the sniper was really that effective. Like, it was mainly Goppy moving away there.
Yeah, I think it was 3 players pushing him. Maybe he would have gotten 1 damaged a second. I'm not quite sure why he just decided to run like that.
He had a very strong angle.
Odd. He did. He had a strong angle. And again, 3 players pushing you, you're probably not going to get all 3. Odds are just not in your favor. But to get one, maybe a second.
Because he had the door like kind of covering him, and he was in a spot where he could really burst them down if they even moved towards his crosshair. His crosshair was kind of aligned through the opening of the door and also towards the entrance of belong to Cafe. So again, or the cafeteria, however you want to call it. So yeah, it was definitely winnable in my opinion, but yeah, then again, the odds may be different. The gunfight could have ended different and would have probably been the same. Maybe their positioning wasn't that great, but from what I saw there, Gapi running away, that feeling when I'm just gonna redo it. Like, he doesn't know it, but I feel like if he's gonna rewatch it, he's gonna be like, oh, there's 3 players behind me, but he doesn't know it obviously because we can see it. But for us, it's like, whoa, like you can see them all moving, and it's like, run, you're gonna die. Oh man. Anyways, Gapi taking on Kuza. 3 players from Sector X already down, and this could be Xquadrant pulling the strings back to a draw. 10-10 is what they're aiming for. This could still end differently. We see Ari tries to get again pre-fire, but kind of gives away his spot. Cross is gonna take advantage of that and take down Ari. And Cross is now in a bad spot. Evenly pushes him, takes him down. He gets overwhelmed. 10-10. It's weird to see double digits synchronized. I don't know. I don't see that often, if you know what I mean. It's a very synchronized battle.
And that's what you want to see here in the finals. That's what I want all these matches to be like. I don't want them to be lopsided. You've made it this far. These are some of the best teams here. You want to see it very, very close and even synchronized. As you say, a little game of hot potato, back and forth, close. I'm liking what we're seeing so far. Xquadrant does seem to just have that, I don't know, a little extra momentum. They have that advantage being on the coalition side.
They got more rounds on this half so far.
Definitely.
Oh, heavenly. Like there's difference between pre-fire giving away location and pre-fire of like, I don't know what I'm looking at. There's 2 people shooting through the smoke. Right? I don't know if it was 2 people, but there were a lot of bullets. There were a lot of bullets.
Definitely. It did seem like there were 2. I think it was Ari and the other player who was sitting on the cart back there.
Yeah, it could have also just been Ari. We could have just been, kind of confused, or at least I could just be confused here. Reborn, like, look at that with the sniper, able to get those quick little peeks. I mean, it wasn't technically a quick peek, but he spotted them fairly quickly. Like, there was no way going back unless Reborn missed a shot there. So again, look at them utilizing the sniper for the first time. It's weird. Where at the end, there's like, oh, the snipers are in this game? Wait, what? For some reason, they're in this game. Anyways, Reborn utilizing that. We also see Frista and Kuza. So there's actually 2 snipers there moving on Belong. I don't know how that's going to work out. Sometimes it works so well. Sometimes it's horrible. It really depends on the way that they're going to position themselves here. And we can see Frista positioning himself pretty nicely there for nuclear. We can see Gapi. Ooh, he's still going to, survive that. That's actually not really good for Sector X. They still could take him down with a slow peek. Yeah, there we go. Frista taking him Gapi. Look at them. They're really positioning themselves nicely. Frista is low, though, so small little hit. Reborn comes in with the counter sniper. Frista. Ooh, this could be difficult. If Reborn gets taken down here, it's going to be really bad. Gonna try and spot him. He spots him first. And Frista, you saw him stop. He's like, is that Reborn? Oh, I'm dead. Well, there you go. Xquadrant shutting them down. And economically, barely able to afford, but I don't think economics are really going to matter here. If Sector X loses this round, they're still going to have barely enough, I guess, for assault rifles or not. I don't know. I guess you get that loss bonus or win bonus or something that gives you a bit of extra. So even though it's like 2.5k right now, I think they'll still have enough to barely afford something if they somehow lose this round as well. Ooh, they're looking pretty strong though. If we're looking at them so far, Democracy, Dinkin, look at them all pushing forward. We have 1 player on standby for backstab, which is pretty smart. You're gonna have people walking from behind. For some reason, with 1 player backing up, I thought there was gonna be like a straight push and kind of like trying to exploit Xquadrant, pushing out or pulling out their lurkers, but that's not really gonna be the case. Reborn is gonna get 1 free frag here on Frista, and they haven't really taken more control over the map here. They only took down Gapi from behind. Nuclear. Oh, that's a complete flash. Yeah, he's gone. Kuza's just going to take down Nuclear. Very smart there by Kuza, being the patient player on that 1v1. Reborn taking on Dinko. Democracy coming in with a nade. And this could be it. Sector X. Democracy, again, surprising Evenly. They have to make a lot of interesting plays here to kind of balance things out, though. It's kind of interesting. Ari pushing through. And I feel like this is the 3rd time I've seen an Xquadrant player just moving and getting flashed, moving through a smoke, or just getting tapped down from an angle they would like totally not expect, like 3 times in a row. Like we've seen it on Belong there with the flash, the smoke there on the side, completely confuses where to go, and we've seen it with what was his name again? I think it was it Ari? No, I'm not sure if Nuclear got flashed. I think it was Ari, or was it Gapi? Gapi got taken down trying to backstab. I'm actually completely clueless. I think it was Ari, but yeah, just kind of unaware. So I feel like Xquadrant really needs to lock down what they really want to do, or what they I guess maybe trying to communicate a bit better, because Sector X really is catching them off guard in a lot of ways, at least from what I've seen in that last round. Reborn also getting taken down here with a quick refrag. Dinka pushing through. Look, they're a bit more aggressive this time, a bit more confident. Sector X still knows that they can win this on the breach side, and they're playing this so well. Like, they're moving very fast. They're not really sticking to one position. They're quickly moving back and forth, a bit too dynamic maybe for Xquadrant to handle, even for their rotations on the coalition side. We only have one player on B, one player on A. I mean, it's already looking very bad. 2 versus 4. We have Nuclear. He's probably get taken out from A mid. Yeah, there we go. Frista takes him down. Airy, the last player remaining. I mean, this just went from Xquadrant possibly winning to Sector X being 1 round ahead and probably winning. What?
It is very, very close here. Bomb having been planted. Sector X is looking to go ahead and move on to match point. Airy, last player left alive here for Xquadrant, trying to stay alive and wait for that bomb to go off. Going to hold on to this AUG. Like you said, I mean, it looked like at one point Xquadrant was just about to pull ahead and win this. Sector X has come back and then flipped back, and now here's Sector X sitting in the driver's seat once again. This will be a very impressive win for them if they're able to beat Xquadrant here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Xquadrant economically, I don't know how they're going to do after this bomb goes off. We can see one player trying to find Airy near tower. You can see Crust, but looks like that's not going to be the case. Let's see how they're going to do economically, because 10k Crust, yeah, that's a bit tough.
It is definitely going to be tough, especially on the, I mean, you are on the coalition side, so I was about to say those shotguns can work for you better than it would on the breach side. Reborn 27 and 14, almost sitting with a 2 KD. That'll be very frustrating for him. I mean, you definitely doing a lot of carrying here for his team, and really just needs somebody to step up here.
Carrying, but he got a lot of frags, that's for sure.
Well, true, you're right, yeah. But on the coalition side, where it seems like he's racked up most of those kills, it definitely helps a little more on the, with that. This is a big round here for them. They gotta win, but again, being there on the coalition side, they have a little bit of an advantage. They can use those shotguns a little better than the breach side is able to. Nuclear, not sure if he heard those players move.
No, he's still sticking to the same position. We can see Gop here as well on the other side with the SA. Ooh, quickly moving back. He knows that this is not the round he wants to take a fight on.
I don't know if he saw any information. He's moved around there.
Oh, wait. Look at them. They're all moving towards the A side. Maybe this could be it. Airy, if he finds him. Okay, he finds Kuza. That's good. They have one weapon to work with. Maybe picking it up. We can see quickly Cross going for that bomb plan. Very smart, you know, to quickly taking that spot. That Reborn gets taken down by Democracy. We see these shotguns. I mean, honestly, like, how are you going to play with I mean, it's the A side, so maybe it could work. Cross taking down Goppy. 2 versus 3. 1 versus 2, and it's a shotgun player. Evanly, very bad spot. Has to pick up the SG. He's going to get spotted from A mid, I think, if he moves. So yeah, he's gonna get spotted.
Dink is gonna dink him.
Oh wait, what? Wait, what is he? The time's ticking.
Oh,
he's not gonna be able to defuse the bomb. He's not gonna be able to defuse the bomb here. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do it. Crust is gonna take him down, obviously. But even if he took down Crust, time was just ticking way too much. He was very slow there. I think if he moved a little faster, he would have taken the shots and still be able to push the side, take one frag, and then maybe get a win. But other than that, it's not. Man. It was very tough. Let's just say it that way. Put it that way. I think if they had better utility, that round would have played it off, would have gone a bit better. But it just didn't work in their favor there.
Nope.
I would say though, GG well played. Like, this was a pretty close match. 13-11.
Definitely.
Xquadrant. Even though I was expecting them to win, I'm kind of shocked. I'm like, Sector X, what? They're also pretty good on grounded. What? New information added to the data bank. But yeah, no, Sector X, GG well played, and of course, same thing going to Xquadrant. You guys also still have a chance in those consolidation in the consolidation bracket. And yeah, before we end it off, I guess we're gonna do a little giveaway with Gleam. I think you can do the talking on that. I'm kind of new to that. This is, for example, there's gonna be a giveaway for Critical Ops, a Gleam giveaway, which is gonna be in the description, I think. So I guess you didn't know, Jake. Well, if you guys want to, of course, hop in a giveaway, there's a giveaway link in the description by Gleam, or at least on Gleam. You can check it out and hop in, and I don't know what you can exactly win, but I guess I'm assuming a couple credits here, a couple cases there. So yeah, definitely check it out. Before we move over to, of course, the breaks, are there some other things that you might be predicting later on for the second battle between Elevate Asia and, if I remember correctly, what was the other team again?
Elevate Asia Team Inc.
Yeah, Team Inc. Oh yeah, Team Inc. I was a bit confused there with INK. Oh, yeah, it was Inc. Obviously. So Team Inc. and Elevate Asia are gonna be performing after the break. I hope you guys all enjoyed the game so far. The bow one is gonna be another bow one after the break as well. And yeah, I guess we're gonna end it off here. Do you have anything else to add before we move forward, Jake?
No, I'll be on. We'll see you here on the flip side, folks.
Yeah. All right. See you later. But Nuclear, of course, has no idea. They're all on pistol, so you can see Democracy quickly giving up map control there. Quante able to take down Gapier, but Born coming with another frag heavily as well. Quante gets a double, and just like that, it's a 2 versus 2 as Democracy takes on Reborn. And Rain is trying to even things out in an eco round, ladies and gentlemen. Ari gets taken out, and how is Xquadrant losing an eco round? Democracy is shotgun ready. Quante right behind him. Nuclear is on range, and that is smart. That's the way you should be playing it here.
Wow.
And he does get the double kill there. Reborn taking on Crust, coming in with the nade. And again, beautiful the way they're using the nades in this round. Interesting.
Gone out 2 versus 2 here as Gappy wins that gunfight. XZR is going to put it back in his advantage. Gappy catching XZR. Mid-reload there, and now we're down to a 1v1 that happened quickly here. Prisa opting not to plant that bomb just yet. He knows Gappy's right outside.
What if he thinks it's going to be B? Oh, look at him moving back. No, he should have waited. He should have waited. It would have been beautiful. But it looks like in this case, because that's when you think you hear the audio and it's a bit low. And you think it's... what's going on? No! What is going on, guys?
That FPS timing, man.
The breach spawn here, which is where he might be located. He's going to find one player. Tries to find the second one. He does. Takes down Gappy and Evan. He gets Nuclear. He gets the 3K just like that. 6-2, and Jake. Duels. I feel they kind of fall apart. And we can kind of see a trend happening so far. Axis taking on Legion. Gamerston completely ignoring the player on the side. Oh, wait, there he is, Veld. Veld is right there. For some reason, Gamerston goes for the knife. He gets the knife kill on Vels. And just like that, a bit confident, but he had his teammate Axis.
Yeah, just trying to figure out the T side right now, I think. Legion, finding one, going for the other, trying to get the third, and he's going to be able to do it. It's actually impressive who put down McLaren there. The 9, if I'm doing my math
yeah,
properly.
You can see they both had the same idea. Oh,
yep.
Vels. Oh, beautiful. Able to get Gamerston on again. It's really going to help out.
Oh
Teaming
my
beautiful.
gosh.
Quick scope there on Axis. What is this guy made of? Because now they know Elevate is not even close to what's pushing it. Oh my god, and while he's flashed, he gets a double, picks up the SG. This guy is cracked. Elevate, they are completely out of the game now. It's absolutely insane. We see Evan Lee though coming in. Illis, impressive. Ori,
oh
my
gosh.
Just like that, he gets the ace. What am I? The caster's curse has developed, and Evan Lee, for some reason, takes down the full Legion. He's not going to take the choice. No, he's going to stick to his position. Again, it's so silent. Team Inc. is just locking down these positions, and it's working pretty well. Vels, again, pulling out the shotgun, like you mentioned. Double right there. Could go for the third. He gets the assist. Legion takes him down. And Team Inc. Flash coming through. Illis. Oh, and there we go. Full takedowns here. Xquadrant. 3 players taken down. I mean, play a role here in the esports. That kind of messing around, even though it's like a tournament, very important tournament. Bells taking out Nuclear, 5 versus 4, and we see another one. Reborn getting taken out. Bells with the triple. What's going on? Xquadrant is falling apart. Impressive taking out Airy. Gappy. Bells moves through like it's nothing, and look, he's a ninja. Oh my
gosh.
He is a ninja. He is a
He should
ninja.
pre-fire it. I don't know if he can get the wall bang through that or not.
Oh, beautiful. I don't know if that was a quick scope or no scope, whatever, but
flash for so long, and the bomb does go down. So even though the kind of rifles are on the side of Elevate here, Rain have a bomb plant, and that's better than nothing, you know, especially out of an eco round. Aruka does come in with a nice wallbang on Venley. Gainsey takes on 1, but Aruka, great performance as well as Noxic so far. So now at 2v2, the defuse is going to come in. The P comes in as well, but great positioning by Envy. A great positioning by Aruka, takes down 1.
And Star taking down Faultless, although Vinley ready and waiting, coming around the corner. Fallen Knight just kicking heads. Just
what a
doing
shot.
work.
and that makes it a 3v4. EXZ low as well, one shot, and he will go down. Now Noxy, he is so aware, he's checking back, but is the aim there? Oh, he gets one. He knows that there's another player here, probably calls out for help, gets another one. This is the Noxic that we know and love. He gets a double there, completely turns around. Oh my god, he's so nasty. He gets a triple there.
It's completely clear for B. They all went A, assuming that they're going to go A again, and now they've got to rotate back again.
Ooh.
And this is not going to be good. Star coming in. Clean triple.
Start to make this game more competitive. We do have to remind that this was Rain's pick, I believe, so you know, we could see a completely different game on their side, but Venly, he's just crazy, man. What is this? How? Like, I'm happy if I do that in a dead match. That is like a Pirate's Revolver, so yeah, that's a cool addition. That's something I like about C-Ops, is that you can have like different gun models. Look at this, Volgrant. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Really good play by him. Oh no! Seems like the info is just not given over to Faultless. That is a miscommunication, say at least, and that's gonna be very costly for the side of Rain. This miscommunication, better at aiming as of now, but we know how good Faultless is. We know how good all these other players. And there you go, right when you mention him, speak of the devil. Faultless gets a crazy triple there, taking Rain to 3.
Three players still stacked over towards storage. Haven't seen anyone just yet, but Cody now has a bit of spidey senses, might be waiting for them. Cody does find nothing, actually. And Rap will take one down, and we'll get 1, 2, and 3. It's 2 versus 1. MGS is low. Hoodie, for some reason, just running out, trying to see if he can get a kill, I believe. And MGS will have a tough one here. It's a 1 versus 2, 100 HP on both of them, but he does take down Lucky. Will he get shot out here? He knows that one player's over towards Wagon. That's Bali. He has to just wait for this tap. MGS, though, the more time goes down, luckier he is, and now he finds himself in a winnable situation. MGS puts Rain on match point. It's the 1 versus 2 clutch. Air's going to try and cover, and Fear is really going to get tested right here. That flashbang doesn't blind him necessarily, but they're still going to clear him out here. Or will they? Or will they? Yes, they will. Doing good damage on Delightful and to Agonize, so he's alerting his teammates of that. You can see their Hayek is going to rotate out quickly, but he's not going to get a chance to do anything. Wise finds 1, 2, and 3 kills, lines them up, knocks them down, and now it's down to Coldy. Can he do anything? Yes, he can. He can trade him out. Agonize now with Coldy. They're going to have to take on this A bomb site. They will get that plant down, Coldy, but he is very low on HP. Just 3 left to his name, and now no teammate either. 3 HP versus 200. This is looking unlikely for Seminole. Saints to Angels could get way back into this one, but Coley's playing a interesting spot. They're gonna have to rush him, but as long as they pre-fire, he should get it. Oh, he could line them up! He could line them up! Oh my god, Coldy with 3 HP! He gets the clutch. I'm done. I'm out of it. Coldy ice cold in his veins. Quick on the flank. They know it's all over towards B, but their weaponry does not favor them. So Ice is going to try and come in now. Delightful finds 1. And they didn't see anyone over there, so he could stop the plant. He does stop the bomb plant. He gets another one. Isaac, the dagger in the back right now. This is a huge upset if they win this round out, and they will. Isaac with the 3K comes in perfectly timed. Now, sitting over towards B mid, hoping that someone peeks him out, and Barry B. Benson does get taken out. Hayek's now on this route with Clone. Does take down Clone, but they know exactly where he is. So Annoy now will sit there and will do some good damage. Agonized actually though does get taken down by Hayek. So a 2 versus 1, making this a little bit more costly than it should be. Coldy sitting on the truck. Can he get the tap? Oh, he does a nasty tap here, and Hayek's making this very, very doable. Annoy now has to come in for the 1 versus 1. He's coming in from B mid, and Hayek, does he spot him out? I think he does. Will he get this kill? No. Annoy rushing in quickly. He knows that he has to get closer to his advantage. And Annoy, can he get this kill? Hayek's now at 9 HP. He won't be able to get it. A very, very good attempt. A valiant effort by Hayek, but Annoy comes in and takes the pistol round.
The nerves of steel on Chris in that vent, but playing so cautiously, he wasn't able to confirm the movement outside that coalition hallway. There's Ness with 1, 2.
That's really important when you see a team do that. I've seen so many teams, they don't learn and they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. But Seminole had it happen to the one round. They're like, yeah, we're not doing that again. Oh, you almost had a clap, man.
Oh, Ness!
Unbelievable.
Oh, he gets this. Oh, my God.
That's got to be a little annoying, man. QRT ratio. Fires, gives away his position. He's going to respond with a couple grenades of his own, and teammate Vape is moving. He's going to pop around the corner. Isaac's flash gets up. Oh, put.
Oh,
That was
Vape.
delightful. Deciding to hang back and not push around that corner. Oh my gosh.
This map movement is so fast and so confident. Uphill battle on the breach side for Polar Ace.
Fierce though opens it up, takes down Genesis, Fault is there, and now they're going on the side of multiple rackups, 3 and 4.
Archer though, so a 2 versus 2. Dave pulls out his weapon at the last moment and flicks around. Spot one on his hit with Humper teammate Trap. Frost to come in for the double kill and potentially the triple. Yes, he triples up.
So Euphoria. Ooh, an Ecstasy with a triple there. What a play. Can he get the ace? Ecstasy, what an ace.
Welcome back, Critical Ops fans, to the Circuit Season 4, the Asia Finals. I am Son of Death, and I am joined by Arde. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, we've had a little break over here, but yeah, in general, I'm doing awesome. I'm very excited to see today's game. Of course, Team Inc. versus Elevate Asia, and honestly, both again tough players. We've seen Team Inc. Kind of barely getting at least one one whole game against Xquadrant. But they of course didn't make it through fully. But still, makes them a pretty strong team. They got at least like one out of the full 3 they played on the previous stream. So I'm kind of curious to see how Elevate Asia will play, because I haven't seen much from Elevate Asia. We've seen a couple games. Compare if we look at the amount of games that I've at least seen them play, not that many, but they still barely got enough points. Barely. If I look at the points, talking about points, they have 10 points. Compared to Set Destroy the Boys 5 and 5. Oh, okay. So that I at first I thought they both had 5 points, but no, it was 10 and 5. All right, that makes more sense. So Elevate has 10 points, Xquadrant 15, Sector X 15, and Team Inc. with the most amount of points. Now we've seen Sector X taking down Xquadrant because of I guess Sector X is a little higher because of the round difference. Don't exactly know how that's calculated, or because they made it they got 15 points later on compared to Xquadrant. Not so sure about that. But yeah, Xquadrant did not win against Sector X. They're moving to the Constellation finals, the Constellation bracket. And Elevate will be playing against Team Inc. Now, so far, it's looking like Team Inc. is looking like the better team. Like, they have way more points. Eight more points out of all the main tournaments, at least, or all of the games they've played where they could receive points. So, yeah, Team Inc. is looking a lot stronger. Talking about their team in general, let's take a look. So, we first off have Vels.
Here.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Again, those names are really coming through. Like, your memory is like, oh, wait, I know that one. So you have like Vels, Illis, Impressive, Ori, Clam, Legion, Reap and Azila. Reap and Azila have not performed yet. I guess maybe because their main team is very active and they don't really need their substitutes at the moment, which is completely fine. That's actually a good sign. That team activity is there.
Mhm.
They
Keeping those
kind of
benches warm.
yeah, 100%. They're really warming up. But yeah, Fells, Illa is impressive. Great players. And Clam and Legion, haven't seen them that often, but they're also very good at what they do. And Ori also a very good player. Just overall, Team Inc. is looking pretty solid. Now, of course, it's not only going to be Team Inc. performing today. We also have Elevate Asia performing today. And talking about Elevate, we have Axist, McLaren, Surge, Corrido, Akira, Stara, Gamerston, and Slousy. So a very, very strong team. Actually, did they get picked up by Elevate? I'm not quite sure because I can see a lot of familiar names from. Maybe was this the old Rain? I'm a bit confused. But anyways, it's part of Elevate Asian out now, so it doesn't really matter that much. A very strong team in general. McLaren, Akira playing most of the maps, but in general, Axis is looking like one of the better players. Of course, Axis Corrido have been a great duo as well. If you want to combine it, Akira as well. Just those three players are very key parts. We also have Surge. Just overall, like actually, Elevate Asia is also looking pretty strong. I've not really, again, have seen them play that many games, but they're looking pretty solid.
I think this will be a
And I
good matchup. Hopefully, very close, like the last round was.
I mean, talking about matchups, I mean, they're going to be matching up on a map for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Do you want to do the honors of smacking the hammers on those maps again?
I would love to see what we're left swiping on and what we're going to go ahead and right swipe on. Curious to see what these teams think are attractive. Band there on port. We know that's not something Team Inc. likes. Elevate again. Plaza out of there. I got a feeling we're probably going to do Grounded or Bureau again. That's kind of just my bet. Single map, something familiar, something easy. Soar, Legacy, both getting out of here as well. We're getting closer to that prediction I just brought in there. Canal's getting banned. Bureau out of here. So I'm assuming won't be Village. Maybe we make it there. No, Village is not going to be the case. Decider will be Grounded. That'll be the map we are playing on. Grounded, once again, I think that's a safe bet. That's not a huge surprise. You got one map you're playing on. I think you got to go for something that's, I don't want to use the word safe, but something that is I don't know, more familiar to the competitive players, which I think would be Grounded or Bureau.
Yeah,
Catalyst.
100%. And with safe, oh, sorry if I interrupted you there, but
No, go ahead.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I was maybe hoping Bureau, but then it quickly got banned by Team Inc. And
Yeah.
the thing is, Team Inc. also played against Xquadrant, and I think they also had I don't know if it was the map that they won on. Actually, I'm not quite sure. It was pretty close, 13-12, and maybe that's the reason why they also were kind of looking for Grounded, and maybe Elevate was kind of banning everything else apart from Grounded, so that's why they were led to Grounded. But hey, Grounded is the map again, so we're gonna see the same map again. Not that I'm opposing against it. Of course, it's pretty cool to see Grounded again. It's a great map in general, and I'm all for it. Let's see what they have this time. Maybe they have already watched the stream and they've seen some interesting tactics that may just copy paste real quick. Just change it a bit. The homework, change it a bit. Not make it too obvious. Who knows? Like it's pretty cool to see the same map, and I'm kind of curious how they will perform on the same map yet again. So, anyways, talking about Zuvvii, Jake.
Indeed. Speaking of cool things happening on the map of Grounded, if you are a circuit competitor, you're playing here in the circuit itself, you can download the amazing app that is Zuvvii and upload your top clip from circuit for a chance to win $500 in cash. And if you're somebody just watching the tournament, and of course, you would assume you're playing at Critical Ops as well, you can upload your top clip of casual gameplay and for a chance to win $100 using the correct hashtags as you can see here on screen. The app, once again, is Zuvvii. That's Zuvvii. You can download it from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, or just simply by scanning the QR code here on screen. Once again, it's a top clip contest going on right now for those competing in circuit and you, the viewer. Thank you once again to our amazing partner that is Zuvvii for giving this opportunity to the community, and winners will be announced in March, April, and May here of this year. Good luck to everybody that is entering. Right, I think we're almost ready to hop on into this chat. Let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below. There should be a poll popping up in the YouTube chat shortly. If it hasn't already, you can make your voices heard there, but also let us know what you think the round count's going to be. I'm always curious to see kind of what the vibe is of the chat. Sometimes they're totally wrong, sometimes they're right on the money. Is it going to be a close game? Is it going to be really separated? Is there some drama you all know about that maybe we haven't got that's going to go into your prediction? Let us know down there in the comment section down below.
Yeah, I mean, uh, taking a look at, of course, we already mentioned the Zuvvii contest. It's gonna be interesting to see if maybe because we have so much grounded today, we're gonna see like another Zuvvii player, coming through and getting, another big reward playing ungrounded because he watched so many grounded. It's like, all right, I know, I have an idea for this map, and he's gonna use that idea, and then suddenly he's like one of the greatest players in his area on ranked or something. I don't know. Could be pretty funny. I don't know. We'll see. A grounded winner as well. We'll see how that goes. Could be interesting. I don't know what you think about it, but I would personally find it pretty funny to see a grounded being a map that the other contest winner will get their payout on. But anyways,
Was it Airy with
think
that
we'll just
4-piece with the deagle? I didn't even cut you off. Or the 3-piece with the deagle and the AUG. Was it Airy or Evanly? That clip should be uploaded. I would definitely be entering that clip if that was mine. That
Oh,
was
you're
very,
talking
very
about the
impressive.
Deagle one where there was
Yep.
almost an ace. Like, if that was an
Yeah.
ace, then hands down that would be a winner. Hands
Still,
down, it would be a winner.
even the performance he had, very, very impressive. I'd upload that. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on.
To I guess we're gonna move on to the actual game shortly. Before we actually get into it, let's actually talk about Embers of Victory because I think you already mentioned that in the beginning before we actually moved on. Do you want to maybe explain that again for a couple people that are new to the stream
Just
right
joined.
now?
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
want to
Season 2 of the Embers of Victory tournament is going to be starting here on May the 4th. Signups are now open. You can find that linked in the video description down below. You can head over to mobileesports.org to go ahead. Right.
All right.
Again, match
Well,
should be starting soon. Just got that confirmation here that everybody is almost done with their screenshots. Chat, once again, let us know what your thoughts are.
and I guess, again, before we actually get into it, Grounded, Elevate Asia, and both Team Inc. are going to be playing on. I think we might see a bit more of at least I'm looking back at the VOD here from what Team Inc. has, how Team Inc. has performed against Xquadrant. And so far, I can really see that Team Inc. is, they have their own strengths in certain very weird areas. Couple of, they're pretty good at least from what I see here. I don't know if they changed up a few things. I'm assuming they might have changed up a few things. But from what I see, they're very good at, nading the B-long area, at least from the truck. So I'm curious to see if they'll be doing that here as well. They've really done that continuously. I think they're going to change it up. Maybe not. Maybe they will. Maybe we'll see a completely different team today because, again, people are going to watch your replay and they're going to be like, is that how you play? And then they're like, oh, well, we have to kind of change some things because otherwise you're going to be too predictable. But yeah, let's look at this knife round here. So it's going to be the first knife round we're actually going to see today. We sadly couldn't see the last one, but we get to see this one. And this one unfolds towards, I think it's Team Inc. I couldn't really tell. But it looks like they will, these players from Team Inc. will be taking the Coalition side, and Elevate Asia will be taking the Breach side here. And we're going to go over to the pistol round, it seems. Or not, or we're probably going to wait because it looks like they're jumping up and down. We're going to be waiting for the game to reset, and we will get to you when that is done, I think. I'm not really sure. Who do you think will win this one, Jake, before we actually get into the match?
Like you said, looking at the individual players themselves on each team, both teams are fairly well, or at least on paper, look very well matched. I think there's a lot of great snipers here for Team Inc. I haven't seen the players on Elevate play as much, but if you could utilize those sniper rifles a little bit more here on this map, Grounded is a good map for snipers. I know Impressive, Vels, and Illis all can pull out that U ratio. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to do that. That might give them a, I want to say unfair advantage, but give them it would be unfair, but give them an advantage. Breach side here, Elevate needs to play a little more aggressively. I think that's something you really need to do here on the breach side here on Grounded, and it's looking like that is what they're doing so far. Already got 2 players down, as well as that bomb. Il's going to lose that gunfight there to Axis.
Axis got the 3K right there. That was beautiful. But Vels is coming back, getting the double there with the Deagle. Beautiful performance. I mean, Elevate really had that sight there. And when Axis got taken down, it really is looking forward to maybe Vels getting more. He's going to take down Surge. He's going to go for more. He's not going to get all. Kira gets shot here. Impressive. Good shot. Gets shut down here by Kira. He's going to fake the fuse. Looks like Pros do fake here. Ooh, the quick peeks. And there we go. Impressive does take down Akira. Is he going to be able to... Yeah, he's going to be able to defuse that bomb in time. If he didn't instantly press that button, I don't think he would be able to get that done. I think if Akira moved back a bit more, he might be able to get that win for Elevate, but looks like that's not going to be the case. So Team Inc. getting their first round without using any nades. You know, I'm kind of used... I don't know if we saw Illis there with the nade. I think he had a nade in his inventory. He just didn't use it. Or we... Oh, no, actually he did. We did see a 1 nade, but I think that was coming from Elevate, not from Team Inc.
Speaking of Team Inc, first point there on the board. They have that advantage, and they're going to definitely be pushing it here. Impressive. Already moved up here towards B long. Got that smoked out. Axis, though, first to strike here with the Deagle in hand. They're pushing out right outside of storage. Now going over here towards this A site, and they're going to swarm it like a bunch of angry hornets. Vels, though, going to spray him with some smoke, finding 2, so he can get a third. He does, able to get the third. Legion's there, putting out Gamerston. It's all up here to Akira, who's doubling up with that Deagle in hand. Finding the headshot there on Vels, but it's definitely going to be difficult here for him. The last player left alive. He only has 2 players to contend with here, though, on Team Inc. Deagle in hand, 44 HP to his name. Not a fantastic position to be in, but definitely not a horrible one. If you had about 20 less HP, then you'd really, really be hurting. Slowly moving out here, see if he can find these players. He knows he's probably going to have a player down here on his right. He's about to peek around the corner, and look at that FPS timing, man. He literally just moved over towards tower right as he peeked around the corner.
There's an SA on the ground. I don't know why he didn't try to. Yeah, there we go. He finally picks it up. Maybe he's trying to give, like, the idea that he still has a Deagle. He did give away his location, so that's horrible. I think it's still horrible regardless. Him reloading that SA as well. Also giving that sound cue. You can see him there. Finds 1 player, impressive. But he shuts down Akira. Again, Elevate, they got pretty close. They got 3 players on that eco round, which is kind of decent. But Team Inc. 2 rounds ahead. Moving over to the 3rd round. It's not looking good for Elevate.
Very early on here, Team Inc. having won. They're starting out on the coalition side to win the pistol round.
With a sniper, by the way. He bought a sniper, straight up.
Yep, and there it is already being brought out here. What, the sniper wasn't brought out until what, halfway through the game there on the Xquadrant versus Sector X. Vels, definitely very, very competent sniper here for Team Inc. I wouldn't be surprised if you also see Illis eventually pull that out as well and kind of go for dual snipers here. Access also having pulled the sniper rifle out here for Team Elevate. Curious to see what his perspective is. Maybe looking down there towards the tanker. Trying to feel each other out right now.
I'm a bit confused. Ori's holding connector, and there's also 1 player towards A mid, but he also holds a similar angle. So what's the point behind holding connector? A bit confused there, but I hope... I'm guessing small miscommunication. Elevate. Ooh, Ori completely flashed. Axis shuts down Ori with a quick headshot there with the sniper and rebounding 1 shot. Impressive. 1, 2 players going to Axis. Quickly able to get that refrag before any more damage could be done there by one of the players from Team Inc. And it's kind of stabilizing towards Elevate. We got 1 player advantage. They got the bomb down. They have a full A-side control. Flash is going to come down. Illis quickly gets shot by Axis. Axis able to respond that fast regardless, you know, even though he was sniping there. Quickly able to shut him down before he even moves past him, like even an inch or 2. 2-1. And Elevate, they're looking, even though they didn't look that great on the 3rd round, they still managed. They actually got that victory. They also picked up, I think they picked up a sniper, or did they buy? I think they picked up. Pretty sure he picked up the sniper right there.
Yeah, 2 snipers being pulled out. Axis had previously bought one. Akira is picking up that extra sniper. Dual snipers being brought out here by Team Elevate. That might really help them or really hurt them. We'll see what Team Inc. is able to do.
I mean, if
with
you look at
those.
it, if you look at them economically, you can see 1,200, 4,300. So I think Axis picked him out. Otherwise, 4,300 after 3 rounds with just 1 win. I don't think that's possible.
True, maybe he did throw it out to Akira because Axis got a couple kills. That's actually probably what happened. Gamerston, speeding of kills, double up with the SG in hand. Vels and Ori going down to his hands, and it looks like you're going to see a tie match here as we move into round number 5. Of course, round number 4 isn't over just yet. We'll see what Team Inc. has to say about this, but it's definitely not looking good for them. Gamerston playing big. They're getting a 3rd player. We've seen multiple players already get 3Ks so early on already. Impressive. Deagle in hand, moving through towers. See if he can go ahead and position himself nicely to grab a 1-tap. 49 seconds left here on the clock. Two players up the line here for Team Inc. Gamerson, unfortunately, oh my gosh, somebody's going to be able to stay alive. Finds Impressive, and it's going to be Illis left alive with the shotgun as he's trying to run away, deciding what he wants to do. That bomb's going to go down. Elevate will be tying this round up. A little different from last round.
I mean, it's a lot different from the first, of course, pistol rounds we've seen. Maybe the utility rounds are really just what Elevate needs. And, I mean, Team Inc., even though there are a couple of them that are kind of an eco, you can see Illis with the shotgun. I mean, there's not really much you can do with that. There's maybe, you know, some areas you can lock down. For example, this spot here is pretty nice. He can maybe take down Surge, and he does take down Surge. But there you go. Way too far away. He still survives? What? All right, he barely takes down Gamerston there. Gamerston survives with, like, 1 HP. I mean, he could have literally gotten there, the double kill there, and ran away. He could have. That was very close. I'm kind of impressed by how close that was. So, great performance there by Illis. You know, managing to survive that long.
All tied up here, moving into round number 5. Axis and Akira once again rocking those sniper rifles. Team Inc. playing on Eco once again. Ori coming from behind, stabbing at McLaren there.
Let me see Ori with the headshot. Did he jumbo taking that headshot? That was a bit
He
odd.
did indeed.
Ori, oh my god,
Good
that
plays here
looked
by
like
Team Inc.
For a second, it looked like Ori was actually taking him down, but I don't know if you have that feeling like, okay, he just swiped like his crosshair placement with a sniper or crosshair placement. His sniper was positioned well, like he moved it in the corresponding like, correct direction, but it was like barely, like I think the wall kind of blocked it there.
Yeah, definitely very close. I like the play there from Team Inc. to go ahead and play aggressively. They are having to use those pistols, but they went ahead, played very aggressively, caught Elevate off guard, got a couple kills here, and they're able to pick up those weapons off the ground. Ori with a sniper rifle in hand, Legion with an AK-47, and Impressive sitting there with the FP6 shotgun. This is, I would say, a fairly balanced round right now. We're going to see which way it does end up falling. I think whoever gets that first pick is going to be sitting pretty. However, this bomb site is mostly open. They should be able to push in here and get that bomb planted, which is going to change the roles up, putting the Breach now on the defensive as soon as they get that bomb planted, and the Coalition on the offensive, which maybe will make things complicated here for Team Inc. We'll see how they decide to do it. They need to go ahead and group up here. There's still a couple players hanging back inside of storage, getting tagged there inside of storage. That's Ori getting dropped there by the hands of Surge. Impressive. Trying to pick up the UASU up, throwing that shotgun out. Ooh, fantastic quick scope.
And look at that. Gamerston, the last player standing. The bomb is still ticking. Impressive. I mean, is he going to be able to make it? I don't think so. Elevate, again, if they just wait a little longer. He's pulling out the aggressive one here with the crosshair. Okay, he's gonna go for the fake.
He knows.
I'm still thinking. I knows. Yeah, time.
Only 7 rounds.
Gamerston knows he ran away. He's also gonna move in this direction. He might get caught off guard. You know, he's gonna move in separate directions, but Gamerston is gonna get taken out. Impressive being the survivor on this one. 2-3. Elevate. Solid comeback. 3 rounds in a row on a winning streak. And honestly, did I expect this to happen? Well, I don't know. Again, Team Inc., I've seen them throw some crazy nades here and there. Maybe they've changed up their playstyle here according to Elevate. Again, even the enemy team could have a huge influence on the way you're going to perform your strategies or, you know, use them to your advantage. And I guess they're just playing it a bit different. Like, normally they're really throwing nades from a distance, even on both sides, regardless. Breach, Coalition, really utilizing that. But
3 sniper rifles pulled out here by Team Inc. Going full glass cannon.
3.
We'll see if it pulls out for it. Look at Illis, Impressive, and Vels. All the players I had mentioned previously that were good with sniper rifles have pulled those out. It's kind of a risky situation, and ooh, Axis is going to make him pay for it, though. There's Vels finding Gamerson. He's not going to do any damage to his team in
I don't
round
even know
number
if that's
6.
economically smart. Like 4,000 all gone just like that.
It is, yeah. This is definitely a round they need to win. This is a big bet they're playing right now, and it just, I don't know. It seems like it's not going to pay off. We'll see, though. You need to get a couple picks here. Impressive trying to do a dance here on top of this truck, getting a kill, and no, it's going to be Sturge and Akira there getting kills respectively, and it's going to be all she wrote here for Team Inc. Last play for live here is Vels. No longer.
No, it's not going to work out. And the thing is, it could, but it's really difficult. Like, you're increasing the difficulty, but you're also, if you're managing the difficulty, with the sniper, like, it's a lot more difficult to use than an assault rifle. So you're also kind of giving that up. Which is,
exactly.
Which I think is a bit, and now it's just Illis with the sniper, obviously. Because normally that's why you only have like one player really focused on the sniper, because it's okay. Sometimes you have 2, maybe 3. I mean, this was a bit over the top. I've seen games where people pulled out full snipers and it works, but that was because they were doing it very, very well. And for this situation, I guess it just didn't really work out that well. Oh, flash coming through, McLaren.
I like the idea, though, trying to catch him off guard, though. Switching up the moves. I think that's something Team Inc. likes to do, is just throw a wrench in the gears.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with you on that. Like Team Inc. And again, it can work, but you gotta do it the right way. And if you're not gonna do it the right way, Elevate's just gonna punish you for it. And economically, it's gonna be a huge loss. Like Elevate already has 3 times the economy of Team Inc. Not weapons included, of course, just their raw economy right now. You can see it kind of really spread around. They have a lot of map control by just holding Surge there. They just have that good feeling of knowing that there's no one on A mid. Because Surge is there, and otherwise he would be dead, or he would be in a fight and take one player down or something. And when that player is down, it's free again. So far, you know, having that feeling, okay, there's no one going to be in connector, that's good. At least, the thing is with Surge, you might want to check it here and there, because sometimes there could be a player. I mean, right now you have McLaren holding it, so it doesn't matter. But there could be like one player moving from A to connector and just holding an angle there. Surge does find one player impressive, also able to take down Surge. We see Legion moving forward, but there comes McLaren, shutting down Legion. Just McLaren remaining with the sniper rifle. And Elevate, somehow, they really got caught off guard there for some reason. I don't know what they exactly did. They lost a couple players here and there, and time. I guess they've kind of forced it because of time management. Their time management was pretty off. They really spent a lot of time, you know, rotating there with the bomb, and they had Surge in that corner. They had some kind of map control to work with, but Team Inc., they're still going to pull out victorious on this one.
Elevate still leading by 1. But so far, I haven't seen anything. Ooh.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was absolutely wonderful. The pixel perfect matching there with the
Very
scope.
ill.
Very ill indeed.
I was going to say, I haven't seen anything yet on either of these teams to suggest one is significantly better than the other. It seems very, very close thus far. Early on, both these teams just trying to feel each other out. I like that Team Inc. has taken some chances.
Does he even know that there's a sniper there? He doesn't. Oh my god, he just peeks it. All right, well, interesting choice there by Illis, but Elevate played it patient, and they got 1 frag out of it, but again, they lost way too many in return, and Team Inc., it feels like they're going to pull out victorious again. Look at that. Flash coming through, smoke, McLaren does take on Vel, so if they get another one, then yes, this could be different, but other than that, I don't really see Elevate pulling through here. We also have a couple of smokes. Here tries to find one player there. On top of the truck. Takes down Impressive. But look at that. He quickly switches to the sniper. But what are you going to do with a sniper in that situation is the question. Like, you have a lot of open areas that are unchecked. That there could be people with assault rifles. Do you have enough time to flick with that sniper? Then be my guest, pick it up. If not, it's probably not a smart choice. Might as well just leave it there and try to clutch the round and maybe pick it up vice versa throughout your 1v1s or something like that. Throughout your gunfights. I really like McLaren's axe. Actually really matches the Eagle. See all those nades. Glory. Oh my god. McLaren, Surge, they're all getting lined up in this eco round. And Legion also getting another one. And we can see Ori probably going to go for the last one. There's just one player there with an SA.
It's Gamerston, though. We've seen some impressive kills from this round. I don't know if you... I guess you would know it's there if you've been paying attention to the kill feed. You know he's sitting there. Probably not a good idea to push him.
Definitely not Gamerston really pushing back. Elevate, I guess they would try for a push, but Team Inc., the nades were on point, kind of pushing Elevate back. Again, this is something that I really like about Team Inc., and it's the first time I've seen them do this on this game, really utilizing those nades perfectly. Sometimes people just throw them right away, but these players, you know, they only wait like a couple seconds extra, or they try to like mismatch it. I really like that. Really like the way Team Inc. pre-nades on this map. It's a very, very specific, weird thing that I like, but I guess it's just the way they establish it. And maybe there are more teams that do the same thing, but I just noticed that a lot from Team Inc., especially on this map. And it looks like Legion will be shutting down Gamerston as he tries to maybe get one or two cheeky frags around the A site. 5-4, and Team Inc. back in the lead. Looking pretty
Utilizing
solid.
that,
27,000. Like the roles have reversed.
Yeah.
If you look at this economically, now it's not Elevate being 3 times up there. It's Team Inc. 3 times up there, and they haven't bought 3 players haven't bought sniper rifles in a row. So it's just Bells with 1 sniper rifle, or actually Illis also 1. But like 2 snipers. All right, that's fine. They can take that. They can take that.
Yeah, the 2 snipers, 3 ARs seems to be working well for them. I think that's the right ingredients for their recipe. I think when you start adding in another sniper, it gets a little too hairy. Impressive. Look at that. Gamerston over here trying to utilize that smoke to his advantage. Unfortunately for him, that false cover.
Look at him going, Ori. Look at that. Elevate is not even responding. They're just... I feel like they're all standing there, and there's a couple of them that are shooting, and they, you know, they don't win at the gunfight, or there's a lot of smoke. All of it, like 3 frags were probably just pre-fire and just a hope and bet through the smoke. And what I find weird is Elevate is unable to respond to that. Like, they're kind of getting overwhelmed by all the bullets that are coming through. They're not like trying to go towards the side or something. They're just running through like, you know, they'll probably stop. No, they're just gonna keep firing and take you down. And another thing that I paid attention to, they didn't really establish like a possibility of them actually pushing through those smokes. You had them, you know, sticking there near the cargo, near that Heckler's position. They just kind of stuck there. None of the players that were remaining that got taken down by, I think it was, I had a pretty short name. I think it was Ori. Ori just blasted through. Like, he was just standing there. No one was really trying to stop him. There was maybe at least one player was going to check from behind. I know they were in a bad spot, but they really didn't really try to manage or, you know, manage their players very well. It was kind of all over the place for Elevate. And look at this. It's the same thing happening here. This time, Ori with a 3K with the SG. Even though it's an eco mode, kind of mismatching your position like that, you know, kind of letting yourself get lined up like that. Like, if you get picked off 1 by 1, then, yeah, there's not really much you can do about that. You already have the disadvantage of, you know, being forced to use pistols. But, you know, you still have that possibility of, you know, kind of like positioning your players a bit more far stretch, you know, giving the player with the assault rifle, all he's trying to do is take down the most amount of players in the most efficient way possible. So he's going to try and target people that are close towards each other. If you're gonna like spread around a bit more, you know, position yourself a bit better as a team, I feel like it's not really gonna occur as often, if not any time throughout these games. I feel like that's still a big mistake, not just being made by Elevate, but also multiple other teams. It's just a mistake that happens often. It's pretty difficult to do it properly, but I feel like if they nail that down, they would still have a chance against Team Inc. even if they are behind on economy. I mean, looking at behind on economy right now is just an absolute warfare, like 10 times the economy. Like, what even is this? 51,000. But yeah, 7-4. It's looking pretty tough on match point here for the first half. Next half, I hope it might be better, but otherwise, I don't know. Ooh,
Illis with 2, going for the 3rd, isn't going to be able to get it. It's Surge putting it down on the ground, but not before he was able to do a good amount of damage there to Team Elevate. Team Inc. has just been going to the Team Elevate buffet. It has been one kill after another for them.
See, impressive. Unable to find anyone yet, but I feel like if Elevate pops out a bit more, we could see McLaren, or is that Surge? I'm not even sure who that is. I think that's McLaren. Yeah, that's McLaren. He's now going to take the bet. He has a sniper. I mean, it's the last round, 25 seconds. You got to do what you got to do. Just run through. Hope the best. You got to do something. Impressive. Gets pushed back like 15 seconds. Yeah, there he goes down. Already an impressive takedown McLaren to search, then unable to spot them before teammate spots them. 8-4, and that's how we're gonna swap to the second half. 4-8 for Elevate. Guess that kind of rhymes. 4-8 for Elevate. Maybe they're made for this score. Who knows? I don't know.
Elevate now having that coalition advantage, though. We'll see if they're able to use it on Team Inc. I think Team Inc might have a little bit more of an advantage than other teams, though, here on the Breach side, as you do need to be a little more spontaneous. You need to do spontaneous things over here on the Breach side on ground.
I mean, haven't they already shown that on the coalition side?
Exactly, they have. That's what I mean. I
think they might even perform better here. But we'll
exactly,
have
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I think that that could be an advantage that Team Inc has over other teams when they play here on this Breach side. Legion finding gamers. Then there's a player down here on each side. Legion very low at HP, but if you take a look over here, Axis and Akira both down below 30 HP. 24 for Axis. Search find multiple shots.
Yeah. You can see even on Team Inc side, it's pretty low. Like, they could all get one hit by any Deagle, I guess. Vels, maybe barely. Illis, sort of. Impressive, probably going to get one Deagged. And there you go. Yeah, there you go. Axis, one Deagging. Impressive there. And overall, Elevate, you know, if you look at their HP, they're really... the way, even though Axis and Akira are low, they're still, you know, performing pretty well, able to push through. We see Surge and McLaren cleaning it up for them, not risking, you know, them dying for no reason. You know, still able to hold on to those Deagles for whatever reason they may have. 5-8, you know, still staying alive through these rounds. Does it give you more money? I'm not even sure, actually. I think just staying alive in a round in general is just great. Like, if you die, you're going to lose out on the weapon. You're going to lose out on the armor, especially, as well. You know, buying armor again. Early on, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah, definitely. The more you can do to save those pennies, it adds up.
On the eco round, Elevate already down with the pistol round. So far, it's looking pretty good. They can get this eco round, but Team Inc, we've seen their spontaneous. I mean, this is another one of those spontaneous ways of going towards the ace. Just very silent, not showing yourself.
Yeah,
100%.
Just doing something that sneaky.
Oh, he's gonna get
overwhelmed. Same thing over and over again.
He's gonna get overwhelmed, I think. Oh no, they're pushing through early. No, they're pushing through early. What are they doing? Axis. He takes them all down, and Gamerston taking out Impressive at last. I think if they waited like 10 more seconds.
Yeah, if they had, it might have been, but you know, you don't know that at the end of the day. Team Inc just trying to do something there. You have a little bit of a round cushion if you can get them off. But I think this is going to help them.
But
Go ahead, sorry.
No. At the same time, like, you would, of course, you would not expect someone to be there at the precise time, like in that corner. But I also feel like the way they approached, you know, peeking that angle, it wasn't like, oh, there's probably going to be someone in the distance. Like, he's not taking into consideration there might be someone close up, and I feel like that's a big mistake to not check. Because if they checked it, if the one player checked it, they would have at least maybe been able to like back off or do something with that. I feel like it's still a very big mistake to, you know, just run through it without checking, you know, the corners. I guess you're trying to make it as explosive as possible when you got 1 minute remaining. If you want to make it more explosive, I guess wait longer maybe. I don't know, because at the end of the day, people are, you know, concentration is just going to deplete over time. You know, as the round goes on, your concentration is just going to go lower. You're going to get more exhausted. It's going to be harder for you to stick to the same thing. And for example, right now, Gamerston is doing, if he has to do this for another 30 seconds, he's going to get exhausted. Like, when he wants to look at the map, he wants to look at other things that are going on. He wants to pay attention to what his teammates are saying. And those moments are going to take, like, there's going to be, like, variables that are going to be at play for how fast you're going to be able to take someone down or be able to respond to something. So, yeah, again, it makes it very... I'm making it a bit too complicated, but what I'm trying to say is that there's other things that could have occurred. There are other things that could have happened differently, and I think that way Elevate would have had a chance, or at least teaming would have had a chance there in the pistol round. But again, like, I'm not aiming for the win, but more aiming for like at least 2 frags, you know, getting that economical balance that you want from those eco rounds. The whole point from any eco round, getting as many kills as possible, and maybe a bomb plan or a defuse even. Ninja defuse. Akira with the 3K with the SA though, beautiful. And now we see Vels being the last player remaining just like that with 1 sniper. I mean, he has to save it. If he depletes this 500, look at the economical situation. 500 That's I've never seen a team get that low. But you know, they get that loss bonus, so 12K, boom, just like that. Still though, 500, that's pretty low. I don't know if you've ever seen such a low number, at least on the screen, but yeah, I've never seen 500. That means that 500 has been divided across all 5. Oh well. Anyways, we're moving through it. Looks like they're gonna go for an eco round here. They're gonna have Vels behind them with the sniper. Smoke down, and this time they're not going to get overwhelmed. Looks like Elevate was not expecting to go for a full A push. It's kind of weird. They're basically getting a free plant here. I mean, I'll take it.
Every day, all day. Bomb has been planted here. One player's already down here on the side of Team Inc. It's Ori getting dropped. Axis trying to find a player. Ooh, it's McLaren going to get down Illis with that AUG in hand, and they're so quickly swarming this site to go ahead and retake it. One player up to live here. Was impressive. Now, no longer. Bomb being defused. It's all tied up here. Elevate. Defusing that bomb. 8-8.
And just like that, stabilizing the score. But Team Inc. still for that eco round, even though they lost that sniper again. Very expensive loss. Still nice to see that they get the bomb plan right away. You can see economically they're doing a lot better right now. And overall, it's looking pretty good for them. Like, this could have gone a lot worse for Team Inc. Ooh, let's see what McLaren is going to do over here. I mean, it's so funny. You can see that they're basically looking
Lined
at
up.
each other.
Yeah. I know, right? I love that. Yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what Team Inc. decides to do here. Your cushion is now totally gone. They're right next to you. They are nipping at your heels to go ahead and pull ahead. You gotta do.
I guess B side is what they have to do. There's a lot of people centralized near the A side.
I agree. They've gone. Yeah, they've gone towards A so many times now. I liked it. Ori went ahead, did some teasing shots over there. I think it was Ori at least. Somebody did some teasing shots right there by A. Vel's finding Surge. This should allow them to open up that B site. You can already see the rotation coming in on the map here from the Coalition players. McLaren, Euratio in his hand, looking to see if there's anybody there waiting room. Peeks out, looking to see if
oh, there we see the
around.
nades from Team Inc. Those would have been beautiful. Oh, Illis barely getting caught off guard there. That was a very close call there from McLaren. Able to respond in time. Akira Axis, the damage is being done. And just like that, Team Inc. gets obliterated.
Elevate using some white out there just to totally delete Team Inc. Round number 18, Elevate has pulled ahead, and it doesn't look like there's going to be much to stop this train that is Elevate right now. They have, again, kind of a complete reverse of the situation that Elevate was in when they were on the breach side. 40K in cash after all, 40K in raw cash, like you said, after they bought all their weapons, and they are just playing absolutely fantastically. Team Inc. just kind of just running in here randomly. I know they're trying to be, trying to do what they like to do, keep their opponents
what's
guessing.
going on with these lineups today?
Whoa.
Jeez, Elevate. These last 3 rounds has just been lineups from lineups from lineups. What's even going on at this point?
Yeah, I know it is interesting. Like I said, they're trying to do that play style, or you're trying to keep it Elevate off guard, but they're a little too grouped together. They throw a grenade, it softens up 2 players, and then it allows one person to come out and get 1, 2, 3, and then somebody to come from behind and get the last 2 there. You need to spread out a little bit more, I think. That is something I've noticed about Team Inc. is they do like to play a lot closer together, kind of like they're playing Halo, which has an advantage.
Yeah. But
yeah, in that game, but in this game, not so much. One grenade softens the entire team up, and then, well, then it's just a quick spray and pray, and you're all dropped. Surge firing multiple shots there through connector, not coming up with anything. See if you can get a little information.
Also flexing that Circus Season 3 skin, by the way, Yogg.
Oh, you're right. Definitely hoping he's going to be able to flex the Season 4 one here.
Who knows? We'll have to see how they perform on this map.
Indeed, they're performing well thus far.
A lot better than I was expecting a bit more from Team Inc., but at the same time, I can see why their playstyle is not really working against Elevate. Like, at least these last few rounds, it's not working at all. Normally, it works very well, like, at least from my experience. Illis coming in with a double from behind. Again, this kind of catching off guard, if they hang on to what Illis did there, like, that type of catching off guard, maybe.
Yep, that was an
really
important round to win. Yeah, that was an important round for them to win right there. You're 2 rounds away here for Elevate taking that W. In the cash department, struggling a little bit. Yeah.
5 times the economical. I mean, Elevate can literally burst out as much money as they want. They can do whatever they want right now for the remaining rounds, no matter how long they take, unless they of course buy a sniper every round. But yeah, economically, every player 10K on average. That is astronomical.
Yeah, seriously. Moving around at number 20, it has just started at a minute 30 here on the clock, and they're all grouped up here, pushing in to departure. Looks like they're going to push back through, well, it looks like I thought they were going to push back through metal detectors. It seems like they're just hanging on in there. Gamerson watching the connector. He can easily push in there if his teammates give him the appropriate call out. That too, especially if they decide to push through. Vel's watching his connector, and they're still just deciding which way they want to go. Again, all grouped up here, not spreading out, wanting to go ahead and work that, I don't know what you call that strategy, the back-to-back, trusting your brother.
I guess, what were you trying to say? Just, rotating and fake rotating and then rotating back, or rotating?
I was just saying they're just all very close together. Just once again, they're all playing very close together. One player is hanging out there.
Right now they're kind of sticking out. I guess they have 2 players on A or B mid and 2 players on B long. This should work out again.
Oh my
so
gosh,
close.
you just see McLaren right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. But Ori is able to respond. And finally, we can see Team Inc. push through Akira and McLaren's defense. And this is something that they really need right now.
Yeah, this is a very, very crucial win for them. I like that they've spread out. I think them spreading out has helped them. They're able to have multiple players pop out at the same time and surprise these players here on Elevate. They're not all grouped together, not allowing for any domino kills. 2 versus 2 here. If we look at HP, though, Legion and Ori having less HP than Legion, of about 23, it looks like.
Could possibly find no Gamerson. Oh, there we go. We see Gamerson trying to. I mean, he had to go for the try, of course. Oh, actually, he's gonna go for the. Is he gonna go for the defuse, or is he just gonna try and take it out? He takes out Legion. Wait, what?
Gosh, Ori.
Wait, what? Okay, well, Ori's gonna get taken out as well. Everyone's gonna die, right? Oh, wait, no, of course. They changed that in the game, where if you kill everyone and you're on the breach side, you don't die by the explosion. Which is a very weird change, but I'm still very used to, the bomb exploding. I don't know if you have the same kind of vibe as me. Like, oh, bomb's about to explode, but that's not the case, because they updated that.
You get that feeling in your gut like it's time to run.
Yeah, but no, there's no reason to run. You're safe.
Team Inc.
He should have left the bomb to explode, I guess. But maybe he wanted to try and kill him regardless. Like, he would have gotten the money for the kill. Not that he needs that much right now, but whatever. Vel's axes taking down Benanade. Surge, Gamerston, and just like that again, lining all up. What's going on?
Yeah, they've done that strat so many times at this point, and it hasn't really worked for them as much.
Well, actually,
it might here.
I would like to change your mind there. Vels, with the sniper, somehow gets a double. Does get shot at McLaren, but he shouldn't have gotten that double there. I don't know how Elevate let that through, but okay, Akira somehow hugging Illis. What kind of mistake? Okay, so Inc. makes the same mistake by sticking too much together. Elevate takes advantage of that as usual, but then Elevate lets Team Inc. get a double kill with a sniper and then also hug. What? What's going on? And then McLaren actually loses it out, and Illis still manages to win. What? What is this? They went from a 4 versus 2 to a win, and Elevate just let it happen. All right, well, bit interesting, but all right. Yeah. I guess that just happened. Game. I mean, I'm not complaining. Brings the score closer, 11-10, double digits. They kind of really need it right now, so I'm also not complaining for Team Inc. But it was kind of weird that Elevate let that happen.
They had everything in the bag right there, and well, now it's a lot closer. They'll have a little cushion, one round advantage.
McLaren's a bit more aggressive this time. He actually took the... He was like, all right, I'm going to try and get an early pick for the team, and he succeeded 100%. What he basically did, he went all the way over there, got one frag, quickly ran back towards the... I'm kind of surprised Team Inc. didn't catch him, but I guess they're trying to, spread around a bit more. Or actually, no, they're still sticking together like a lot. They only have Ori moving that way. And I guess they couldn't find him or spot him in time as he was running back, or his teammates were covering, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. See Akira with the nade. Walking back. Gamerston still holding on strong. This could be it for Elevate. Oh, Axis taking on Impressive. They're kind of like forced. They want to like move through and get a bit more coverage. Legion taking on Axis. Gamerston still in the corner. Legion checks the corner though. That's good. If he didn't do that, that would have been awful for Team Inc. And Elevate. Ori with the double. McLaren and Surge both getting taken down. And Team Inc. they somehow still are standing a chance here. It's kind of incredible.
It is. The
Look at
tables
that.
are turning just a little bit. That bomb should be able to be planted here by Legion. That will give them
Akira. If he took a right turn there, that he would have probably gotten one frag. Barely. Like, barely in time. But he had to do it fast. Maybe it's actually smart that he's taking this round. Because no one's on... I mean, if he gets control over Belong, that's awesome, right? Look at that. He's very fast.
Yeah, definitely going to help him here. He knows the
What
situation.
a fast rotation. Very fast rotation. They're still expecting him to come from A. This is wonderful for him. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he was fast.
And now it's up to Ori, who only has 34 HP. I know, right? He is fast.
But I can see why Team Inc. didn't expect him to be there, like, all the way over there. It's like, what? He's, like, taking every single possibility, and then... Oh, not that one. Oh, my God, that flick. Jesus. That was beautiful. Sorry for my language. Akira taking down Ori right there. Oh, and he doesn't get the defuse in time. But that flick, that wallbang flick, jeez.
I thought he had it. I know it was close, but I thought he had it.
I have...
Unfortunate there for Team Elevate. I thought he had it, but no, he didn't. It was a split second he only needed to finish it off.
Oh, okay. I'm completely shocked by this round, like, physically and emotionally. Like, I don't know how to explain myself here, but Elevate, they got very, like, wow. It went from, okay, Team Inc. is going to win, and then, okay, Elevate, what was that rotation? That was very smart and very fast, and then, oh, the time, and we didn't even realize the bomb was ticking, and too much to explain. Gamerston taking out Illis because he surged, unable to flick on Ori, and Team Inc., it's wonderful that they're still pushing through regardless of the outcome, and not giving up anytime soon, even though Elevate has lined them up several times. They're adjusting, and I don't know how they're doing this by still being, I guess they're kind of spinning around a bit more, but obviously they are right now by covering the side, but, you know, trying to cover the side. Legion, trying to find Gamerstain, getting that one frag. Impressive takes down McLaren, and now Gamerstain has to take down two players. Impressive is going to find Gamerstain. He's going to be able to find the other player, though. We see Akira doing a 360, tries to find the other. The bomb is ticking. He's going for the defuse, forces out the player through the smoke, but Vels takes him down with the sniper. And what is going on? Team Inc. is doing so well. What is this performance?
They might just get away with this. Team Inc. 1 round away from winning. Wow.
Probably has to be the greatest game so far. I mean, out of this weekend, I don't know if this is going to be, but this so far has to be the greatest game. Like, we've seen so many close calls. And what I like about teams like Team Inc., even though it feels like they're, like, about to head towards a loss, and obviously with the consolidation, so it doesn't matter. They still have a chance. But I love how they still stick to the same plan, but they adjust it in a way that makes them less volatile. Or
vulnerable is the word.
Vulnerable, yeah, that was the word. I don't know why I said volatile. But Illis coming in with taking a search early on. Those early picks, it feels like normally Elevate is going to try and get them, but right now Inc. is going to get them. Like, for some reason, Elevate is playing it safe. Like, maybe they have adjusted because they're suddenly getting overwhelmed. Right now, again, it's looking like Team Inc. is going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. Elevate, 2 players remaining, 0 control over the A site. Maybe Team Inc. finally is showing their explosive side. And what I don't know why, but people tend to build some sort of character development as they progress throughout, like, a game. Like, their whole character is just different. Not completely different, but there's, like, a slight change that they,
oh my gosh, Ori
taking out McLaren. Yeah, but it's already over. Look at the time of the bomb. Look at the time of the bomb. Yeah, it's not going to be it. Akira, he's going to try his very, very best. Maybe get the defuse here. And yeah, they're just going to let him die. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Just like that. Team Inc. again winning by the bomb. All because of that bomb. So many rounds. Seriously. They got by a comeback is forcing Elevate. I guess what they found is just Elevate's weakness is when they force them out. When they force them out, they're not taking the things that they normally take into consideration, and they've really taken advantage of that, especially with the way that, you know, they're able to plant these bombs fast, cover each other while planting the bombs, which is obviously overlooked mostly in general. Yeah, just in general. Elevate, they were close, but Team Inc., I really like their performance today. Absolutely love it. 100%. Like, just
100% agree. I mean, really, what an incredible round right there. A little bit up to luck as well, which came in for Team Inc. right there. That I think was round number, was it 21 or 22? When I thought the bomb was going to be defused there by Elevate, but it went off
Yeah.
just before he was able to do it, which just changed the entire momentum of the rest of that map right there in Team Inc.'s favor. And again, like you said, the character of Team Inc., even if they, I saw a couple people like in the comment section saying it was time to disband, for Team Inc. Team Inc. isn't going to do that. At least that's the sense I get, is that they are friends. They're there to play. If they screw up, they're going to go ahead and adjust. They're very mature players, and I love that. Congratulations to Team Inc. on winning that. I'm looking forward to seeing them play tomorrow. And that's right, folks. We have streams going on all this weekend. If you're new around here, make sure you are subscribed and you've rung the notification bell. Also, recommend following on Twitter so you definitely get notified when we do go live here. And I would say, what is that? We're looking at about 18 hours, I think, will be the next stream for the finals here. Is there anything else you want to say, Arde, before we go ahead and head out?
Yeah, before we end it off, of course, thank you all staffs, and of course you guys watching the stream. Thank you, of course, thanks to our sponsors, Compact Esports, Mobile Esports, Critical Ops, Critical Force, and Circuit itself. Everyone helping, supporting the tournament, making it possible. All the in-game staffs, of course, people on Discord helping each other out. Thank you all for making this tournament possible. And yeah, I guess we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Indeed.